Hello and welcome. This is Two Tag Gaming, and today we are going to be doing a first look, first play with the Culling. So what is it? Well, it's a last man standing deathmatch game with some crafting elements. So kind of a combination between H1Z1 King of the Kill and Ark Survival of the Fittest. Albeit without the zombies, without the dinosaurs, and some added gore. It is currently still in alpha, and development is still ongoing, so new features will be added and game will be balanced and improved. But besides the odd crash, I found the game to be very stable at this stage. The game has two modes currently, which consists of solo play, where you are pitted against 15 others, and then there's the team game mode. Both currently use the same map, but there is talk about additional maps being added in the future. Irrespective of which mode you choose, the concept is still the same: kill everyone and be the last man or woman standing. Before we get into the game, there are some additional elements to this game we should go through. To try and give players a bit of variety, you have the ability to customize your avatar and clothing. Currently there's only a male avatar, but there is a female avatar in development. So as you play the game, and irrespective if you win or not, you will get clothing items to change the appearance of your character. This doesn't affect the gameplay, but gives you the ability to have a sense of individuality. However, there are two elements that do impact gameplay, and these are perks and airdrops. There are 6 perk categories, each containing a number of different perks. You can only choose 3, so choose wisely and choose ones that fit your playstyle. And also remember, choose ones that will also help you with your airdrops. So let's have a quick look at the perks. So here we are, here's the 6 categories. Let's quickly look at these. So you can go through them and look at the ones that you feel work for you. I've currently got backpacker selected, so that gives me a backpack to start with. And I think I've got ranged weapons. Yeah, I've got the low pipe ones because I'm experimenting with those. So besides the perks, we also have airdrops. So currently in its default state, you get these 4: Tough, Archer, Stalker and Ninja, and then one called Surprise Me. As it says here, if you use this, every airdrop you get which you have not had before will be added to your list. So how do these work? So first of all, you need something called F.U.N.C. We'll come on to that in a minute. And then while you're in game, I think if you look at these, as you can see here, it says that one requires 70. So 70 F.U.N.C to call in. I'm not sure what that is because obviously it's random. So you'll need to collect F.U.N.C, and we'll go through that again in a minute, as I just said. And then obviously once you get to a particular point in the game where you can call in an airdrop, you can obviously call those in. Perks are all automatically applied, and you have those from the very beginning of the game. So that's a very brief overview. Let's get into the game itself and see how we go. So as you can see, free for all, as we mentioned, so that's the solo play, team game, and obviously finally the practices. Probably worth a quick run through, but you're only going to do it once. It's not overly complicated for sure. So in a Hunger Games-esque style, you're dropped into the game in a crate, deposited in the map in a random location, as you can see here. So now we'll need to craft a number of basic items using the stones and sticks. You can press escape, and then you can see everything that can be crafted here. So let's crack on. So I'm just making a caltrop and a blowgun. As you remember, these were the perks that I set up to get bonuses for, so I can experiment with those. Let's see if I've got another rock. I can build myself a basic knife. I'm probably just about good to go. So these cost small amounts of F.U.N.C. F.U.N.C stands for Flexible Universal Nano Compound, which is a bit strange, but it is what it is. So F.U.N.C can be found from items like dead bodies. Look for the flies buzzing around the items in the world map. Every building, just going to go check down here quickly. Every building has a blue and red unit, and that unit allows you to heal and recycle items. There's some around here. Yes, that's my footsteps. Okay, so as you can see here is the blue unit for recycling. So you just present your item and it'll recycle the item you have. As I said, the items that you create are not going to give you that much F.U.N.C. The higher tier items that you can collect from crates and the like will recycle for more. So it's just another recycle unit. Yeah, there should be a red one somewhere that allows us to get health further away, but we'll see. Now obviously once you kill someone you can collect their items and recycle their items. And that gives you some additional funk to potentially allow you to call in an airdrop and the like. So funk is quite important, as you can see. This is a pretty poor location for me to record this video, but we'll see what we can find. Now, I might as well take the opportunity to go through a few things. Stamina is important as you run, fight, block. You will find that your stamina drops. So if it gets too low, you can't block and you can't fight back. Range weapons don't go as far and the like. You'll also notice we seem to be making a bit of sound bashing through these woods. So obviously you can crouch, go slower, quieter. You can obviously get the perk to make yourself more stealthy. Excellent. Looks like we've got a free crate here, so let's have a look. So ideally, what you want to do is get yourself a good range weapon, a good melee weapon, some utility items like a man tracker, a taser, a grenade, or whatever it is you feel that you're comfortable using. And then obviously you can get into a fight. You also want to get some armor.
Just killed another contestant with a melee weapon.
So yeah, get yourself some armor, some stims. Well, I ran straight past that. Stims are injections that will boost your stamina, health, durability, and the like. So they're quite useful. But again, like anything else, you've got to see what matches your playstyle and make that decision. Now, currently, all I've got is a little cleaver, which is great. A blow pipe, which is not too bad. I quite like the blow pipe. So it makes the players sick, so therefore stops them from being able to fight. The taser's good. It completely immobilises someone for a period of time, and again stops them from being able to fight back. You'll notice I just did a big drop there. Didn't actually suffer any fall damage, because currently in the game it doesn't. You got to fall a real far distance to get injured.
Another contestant. Somebody was just beaten to death. You people are savages!
Yeah, I see there's somebody's dead over there. So there could well be someone in here, so we need to be mindful. Okay, so tactics and traps. The caltrops, in my mind, are near useless. They just don't give you any massive benefit in my mind. So it's going to recycle his backpack. So the caltrops are rubbish. The wooden snare is pretty pants in my mind. The metal one, on the other hand, is pretty good. I quite like the metal one. But other than that, you may want to lure people in. Again, it just boils down to tactics and how you want to play. But the beauty is this game allows you to indulge yourself in that sense. This crate will require explosives. Yeah, let's just make sure there's nothing in there. As you can see, all these items have already been looted. There may be some around here.
Do you need medical assistance?
Yeah, someone's already been here. Ah, well, never mind. Okay, so where were we? We're trying to stay alive, trying to kill someone, get all our stuff together. Yeah, there's actually a free crate over there. Yeah, there are some hidden caves.
3 item crates have appeared in the center arena. I regret to inform you we only put an item in one of the crates. Please accept our deepest apologies for the oversight.
Ooh, mine. Yeah, it's a utility item that I'm not very good at using, if I'm honest. So as this game will progress, we look up into the sky, you can see the map. There's sort of good amount of people left in the game. I've still not killed anybody.
Another contestant just got hacked into pieces with a razor-sharp blade.
No, it's not bother wasting the time here. The game will typically end in a melee fight, so always bear that in mind. I think the sledgehammer at the moment is probably one of the most powerful melee weapons. But again, it's just on the person who's using it, their skill, that can all have an impact. There are guns in the game. I think they do come from a couple of supply crates once you've opened them up. There may be crates in game that can get weapons. They are a bit of a game changer at the moment because obviously inevitably guns do an awful lot more damage than anything else. But as I said before, it's all to do with tactics. Shame we don't have enough to call in an airdrop so I can show you that and see if we can get recycle some of this stuff. So currently there's only the one map, as I said earlier. I'll talk about having more maps, so I can make it a little bit more interesting, I feel. I think the only other thing that, and again I'm not sure if it's me, and it could well be, because I'm not that great, is I do think the hitbox seems a bit hit and miss, no pun intended. I've spoken to a few other people who play the game, and they're kind of the same opinion. See, like, I've just been running so much, my stamina's almost out, so you start huffing and puffing. If I come across anybody now, look, yeah, I see somebody down there running in the opposite direction. Can't imagine I'm going to be able to get them from here, so keep an eye on them. So coming this way.
Your enemy just killed someone else with a sword.
So what we could do is close the door.
Your enemy just threw a sword and killed another contestant.
I was
What are the chances?
Landmine down, but I can't bother with that. Ooh, hello. Someone set a snare. Almost run into that.
Stay healthy out
We can
there.
actually pick it up as we've seen it. It's quite a clever place for it, actually. Yeah, someone's been here, clearly. That's probably almost exactly where we started. However, somebody didn't check the roof. So, really, we were carrying on playing this, but I think I've just about covered everything I wanted to cover, really. It's a case of you've got to see what works for you, what tactics you want to employ, what weapons works for you.
Are you unable to hear
Really
this
from
message?
there, just play the game through. It's pretty good. I'm quite enjoying this at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see how the development goes. They seem to be racking out the updates quite quickly, which is good. Let's recycle some of this stuff to put on the snare. Actually, an airdrop. So you see, yeah, the knife I crafted, I'm only getting one bolt back, which is really lame. There you go, cool. Now I've got enough for an airdrop, which now I need to go find somewhere to call it in from. It's swarming with people. Now, of course, there was a guy down here. And let's hope and pray he's moved away. So this is where you call an airdrop in from. So this is the archer.
Thanks for calling. Your
No
eligibility
second guesses on what you actually get from that one.
has been confirmed, and your selected item will be arriving momentarily. Unless it gets shot down in transit, please wait by the
So
landing
yeah,
pad.
people can actually intercept your supply drops if they shoot them down. Obviously it's also a big indicator of where somebody is, so you've got to be fairly quick to get in and get out. I quite like the bow as well. There was talk of explosive arrows and the like being brought in the future, so that'd be pretty cool. In reality, I mean, for the price of this game, it's definitely worth a punt. I'm not affiliated with the company at all, so it's not going to get any kickbacks, that's just my general feel. If you like this kind of game, if you've played H1Z1 or Ark Survival and enjoyed those Battle Royale type games, then you may find you like this one as well. That was going to recycle. There we go, got a player coming in.
Your opponent just killed someone else with a spear. What a painful way to go.
He's tasted me. Oh, close one.
You just killed them with your
Haha,
bare
there
hands.
we go. Double kill. So the nice thing is here is it actually tells you what they had. So he had Stealthy, which is the reason why we couldn't hear him. He had Brutus
Your enemy
and
just
Leg Day, so
killed
therefore he
another
can run an
contestant
awful lot
with a
faster.
gun.
So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Shame we couldn't kill any more people, but hey, if you liked it, please hit the like button. I'd also really appreciate the
Have
sub
you
if you
discovered the
want.
secret master gas
This is
switch?
Tic Tac Gaming.
Spoiler alert.
Remember, life is a
Just
game, so
added
go
it to
play.
the
See
center
you next
arena.
time.
Now get down there.